残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になる。
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cocos Critiques. So a little bit different. Obviously, I'm in a bit different scenery here. I just watched this show, Sega Genesis Evangelion, I believe it's called. And so this was actually recommended to me by my good friend Obadiah. You may have seen him on the channel, EOR Productions, Pizza.ob. He's a man of many names. But he recommended me to watch this show, and I thought, maybe I'll check it out. So I finally got around to watching it, and basically this show, in a nutshell, it's just like kind of a casual show, where basically it's just these characters, they're kind of kids, I guess, and they have these big robots that they pilot that are they're just robots. And they fight these monsters, and so that's really all it is. It's just like a cool action-packed show where you see like these kids, which is kind of a change because usually like they're more like teenagers, but I believe they're like 10 to 12, kind of somewhere in there, and they just fight monsters, and that's all it is just like a lot of like beat 'em up action. They got laser guns, they got knives, it's crazy. It gets wild. And then, some of the battles are easier than others, and all the monsters are really unique. So yeah, I definitely, I definitely liked it, yeah. Let's give a quick rundown of the characters here. So some of the characters you have this guy, his name's Shinji. He, I believe he's 12. I might be wrong about that. They don't talk about it too much, but he's young. He's a young little kid, and he's just like a pretty like happy kind of. He really likes piloting these robots and stuff, and he's really happy that he's doing the world a service, and he's not really doing it for any reason other than like he wants to help people. So you see him kind of just like, he's just loving it, and you can just tell that he's really happy that he's able to provide this service to the world. So that's Shinji. He's like the main guy, I guess, kind of. He's more of a side character, but he's kind of the main guy of the side characters. I'll get to the real main character in a bit. And then there is I'm blanking now. Asuka. She is another pilot for these robots. She is actually German, and so yeah, she let's see, she's just kind of very content with being her own person. She doesn't really need like feedback from others or anything. She's just like herself, She doesn't really feed off of others that much. And she just likes being who she is, and you can really tell that through the show, that she's just kind of piloting to pilot, it's just what she wants to do, and there's no real reason behind it, and she's just very confident within herself, and you can really tell by the way she pilots they're called Evangelions, these robots. And so you can just tell through that she's very confident with herself, and she just likes to be her, And then you have Rei, and Rei is just a really unique individual. She's just completely her own. Like there's kind of like nobody else like her, And so like, you see like so many characters, and they seem like they're just copies of other characters in all these other shows. But Rei is just one, like there's no other copy or anything. It's just like, that's Rei. So yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. Those are the three kind of pilots, and so it focuses on those. And there are a couple pilots that come and go and stuff like that. And then there are some like deeper side characters, and you got, like Shinji's dad, and he's kind of around, and he just like talks to Shinji and stuff and gives him encouragement, just little stuff like that. As well as Shinji's kind of like, it's tough to describe their relationship, but so she's older. She's kind of like his teacher almost, I guess. And so Shinji like tends to like hang out with her a lot, and her name is Misato, and she's just very at peace, you know. She's just chill, and this is where I get to the most important part. In Misato's house, that's where we actually encounter the real main character. The show kind of does like a flip. It makes you think Shinji's the main character, and then you get introduced to this character, and you're like, oh my gosh, how could I be so foolish? How could I be so wrong? Because that's when we meet Pen Pen. Pen Pen is a penguin that Misato saved, and he's a warm water penguin, so he loves just warm water, and he loves to eat, and he always gobbles down fish and stuff, and he loves hot springs. There's an episode where they're in a hot spring, and he's just bathing around in there. It's so great. His character development is possibly one of the greatest arcs that we've ever seen in you know, any sort of cartoon like this. And so it's really cool to see this guy, because he starts and you're like, oh, you know, he's just a penguin, and he starts kind of sad and depressed. But as it goes on, you can see his kind of pride build up and build and build, and you can see that like joy in his chest start to like really form, and he's really realizing that this is who he is, and he is Pen Pen, you know. He's not just some guy. He's a freaking penguin, and he is here to do penguin stuff. And then, you know, he kind of gets hit and he's downstruck again, but he builds himself back up. And so it's just really cool seeing Pen Pen's growth throughout the series, and just every time you see him, you know, Pen Pen comes on screen and you're like, what a guy. Wow. You know, who couldn't get enough of him? So yeah, I believe there are 26 episodes in total of Sega Genesis Evangelion. And once you've watched those episodes, there's really nothing else, which is a shame. I wish they would add kind of like a movie to really tie everything together or something, some sort of like end of it. Like if they just ended it. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, it's just the 26 episodes and you're done. You have nothing else you need to watch there. And yeah, you know, it's a pretty cool series. And sometimes they spend a bit too much time on the other characters and like side characters and their little relationships and stuff. But overall, I'd say it's pretty good. I'd give it like an 8.3 out of 10 maybe. Could use a bit more Pen Pen. Again, they kind of focus on Shinji at the start. And I wish that they had just bam, you know, like bam, Pen Pen right from the start. I just think that would have been a much better portrayal of the series. And just in general, kind of focused on him more and less on like these B plots with, you know, Shinji and Asuka and Rei and all them. I just think if they had focused on Pen Pen, it really would have been a 10 out of 10 series. And that's really the only letdown. Also, I guess they could have gone like a bit deeper. You know, it's a very surface level show all in all. It's just about some kids fighting monsters and their big old robots. But if they had kind of maybe put in a deeper message there, that would be something that's really cool, I think. And so yeah, 8.2 out of 10 for Pen Pen. You know, those points are just lost because it is a little bit surface level, and not enough Pen Pen. Too much focus on these side characters. But overall, it's a really great cartoon, and I think you know, a lot of people could gain a lot of joy out of watching this. It's just fun, lighthearted. Sure, it doesn't go too deep into anything, but I mean, sometimes that's all you need. All you need is a bit of a distraction. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's really all I have to say. So if you like this video, go ahead and drop that like. I know it's a little bit different. If you didn't like this video, it's okay to drop that dislike. Just let me know what you didn't like about it. If you're like, Coleman, I'm just not a big fan of the cartoon reviews rather than food reviews, you know, just let me know so I can make these videos better for you, and I can make the content you want to see on this channel. If you want to hit that subscribe button, you can see more of my content, lots of stuff that I post on there. You know, you're gonna see everything, and if you want to see everything right as it comes out, make sure you ring that little dinger bell. Bing! Just like that. and YouTube will send you a post of whatever I post, whatever it is. You'll be the first to hear about it, so you can go and comment first and all that stuff, and see all this really cool stuff on my channel. If you look in the description, you will find links to the Cocos Crate Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So you want to be sure to check out all those to find out the extra videos like this very one is. And with all that said, I will be back Monday with another food review, and I hope to see you guys there. Bye!